internet, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be colouring a value painting in Photoshop. Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying, don't do drugs, kids, it's not the answer. No, I'm going to preface, what, I don't even know how you say that, this by saying that this is definitely not the best colouring anyone, or me, this is not great. But the reason why is because I had to colour this super quick, because this was going to be created for some Christmas cards I was going to give out to my family. And if you want to see, by the way, the sketch and the values painting of this, then that's on my channel as well, so just click my name, you can find that. And yeah, so I wanted to get this done, and the time I needed the cards on a specific date, and I'd rushed everything. I'd left it to last minute, rushed it, did this painting super quick. And yeah, so I'd left it to the last minute, and on the place where I ordered the cards for printed, it was basically how it says on Amazon, where it's like, if you order this package within the next X, then you'll get it before X. And it was like an hour or an hour and 15 minutes. And I was like, I need to order it today because I need to get it then. So I just coloured this as quick as I could, and then like slapped a little thing on it saying Merry Christmas, all that kind of rubbish. So I think as well, because I was rushing and because I had such that just saturated background, that I think I was overcompensating and created the skin tone like way too yellow than it should have been. So you'll see me doing that in a minute. But yeah, I think that was just me, like I say, overcompensating and not really taking the time to look at the image and what it needs. I was just colouring as fast as I could, like a madman, because it needed to be done within, I think it was like 2 hours or something like that, but it needed to be done before that time. So I was kind of panicking. Panic painting is never fun. So yeah, so all I did was I basically I took my value painting into Photoshop, I duplicated the layer and I made it black and white. Then, just to add some turn, I duplicated it again, made it purple and lowered the opacity a little bit, so the purple would sort of shine through the texture in the background. Now the brush I use is just a plain airbrush with transfer on, and I just added some texture onto the brush as well. So just click the texture, added a texture in there, and I was changing the size of the brush to kind of mix the texture up a little bit. So the purple kind of shows through because because of the texture. It's not laying the paint down fully opaquely, if you understand what I'm saying. So then I would a layer above that, I would create a color layer. So you basically just in the drop down menu, just pick color and then just go wild coloring, just picking some colors. I was basically, again, I was not being creative because of how fast I was having to do this, and I was just going with, that needs to be green, that needs to be, instead of like thinking about like atmospheric influence and all that kind of stuff. So I was basically just trying to do it as quick as I could, and again, the results show. I mean, it's not as good as it could have been, but it's definitely good enough to just stick on a small Christmas card. It's not going to be big or anything like that. It's just going to be quite small, so it's not going to be something that is seen. So as you can see, this is this jaundice. My daughter now apparently is a cast member on The Simpsons. So she's got this like yellow skin. Again, I think I was worrying too much about the red. I'm not sure, but at the end, what I decided to do, because again, she looks ill. She's got some sort of like liver disease. So what I did was I went at the top where you can go to the image adjustments thing. I think I went on color balance, and then I just pulled out some yellow and just added a bit of purple in there, and that made things good enough that I could get away with them on a printed card. But it would be never something I would ever say, hey, look, I can paint, look at this. It would definitely never be that. And yeah, I could have gone darker with a lot of values on the face. I didn't mention this in the values one, but I did turn down the value difference in the face, the contrast, because she's like a child, she's 5 years old. You want this pure look to it, so you don't want these deep shadows and this deep contrast in there, because it just adds some age and everything like that. So the contrast is not as much as maybe it should have been. Actually, I think I overcompensated a little too much, but I was just doing it like 40-50 minutes at a time, and instead of just starting it and working through, I could have got it done in a day, but instead I just broke that up and was getting out the flow. So here, as you can see, the skin tone is not as yellow as when it first got laid down. It's a little bit more orange, but it still looks like like she's like Maggie's friend on The Simpsons or something. So so like I say, it was just the basic color. This is it after the color adjustment. As you can see, I pulled a bit of yellow out and added some purple into there, and I try not to do this. I like to try and get my colors right and have it be representative of the colors that I wanted to lay down. But in this case, I did do the color balancing thing just because it just wasn't right. Okay, so if you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments box. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, all that other boring stuff that is boring to you but really helps me out. And until next time, have an awesome week, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. If you want to support me and in turn grab some awesome goodies for yourself, such as early and extra videos and Google Hangouts with me from as little as $1 a month, head on over to patreon.com/aceconnell. I'll see you there.